Um, Most of you heard from me yesterday. My name is Jason Dulay, the founder of Freelancers in the Philippines and the Virtual Assistant Bootcamp. So my freelancing journey started in 2011. And at that time, I was working in the BPO. I was a training manager, and also I became a team manager eventually. And at that time, I was doing freelancing on the side. At that time in 2011, wala pang mga courses, wala pang mga communities. And I just heard about freelancing sa mga online forums. So I started freelancing on the side. I was able to earn 30,000 on the side within mga 1 month. And I thought, hey, this is something I can do full time. And the reason I'm sharing this story is because a lot of our members, a lot of our students have that same experience na they do it on the side.
My name is MK. I am the founder of Filipina Homebased Mom. So it's a community for Filipina stay-at-home moms. But we're not limited sa mga nandito lang sa Philippines. Since we are an online community, we also cater to those who are overseas.
June 20 I'm the head of sales for Caliber. It's not a... Janet was saying we were a startup. We're more than a startup now. We have forged partnership with Google, LinkedIn, and Facebook because we're an open system. We're not a job board. We're a platform. We're very automated. We started in San Francisco, Silicon Valley around 2012. We are both US funded as well as other investors are funding us. We have offices, headquarters in the Philippines. We have one office in Indonesia, Vietnam, and we're opening Thailand as well as we're looking into Singapore.
5-1. How do we announce this company name? Yeah, diba? So, for those of you who've met us before, our name should be pronounced as 5-1 Talk. Basically, our students are all in China at home, and our teachers are also home-based. Here in the Philippines, we have about 17,000 home-based online English teachers all over the Philippines.
Oh my gosh, maulan na umaga. Ay yes girl, sarado mo yan. Ang galing. So let's go eat breakfast muna dito sa Chowking. Maaga pa naman, mamaya pa yung start ng event. Day 2 ng event. Wala sila coffee. Tayo. Ay, ako din. Wala silang kape, no? Kape? Wala?
Kape doon sa...
Ayaw nga, sige. Magkakanin ka ba?
Domi ako.
Ay, gusto ko yung wonton. Carry na ako dyan.
Saan?
Wonton. Para mainitan yung sikmura ko. So, good morning guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mommy Fred and this is our day 2 here in the FISCON conference. So, today breakout yung mga mangyayari. So, mamimili lang kami ng mga papakinggan namin. So, tara! Sana may matutunan kayo ulit! Second day, umuulan. Ay, kambal! Kambal! Ikaw ba yung kambal? Let's go inside. Good morning po.
Good morning po.
Kotse, oh, yung hindi natin napalarunan kagabi. Hinihintay tayo niyan eh, yung kotse. Charot. Sa atin na yan. Day 2. Magre-registered ulit tayo. Ay, nag-registered na tayo kahapon, coach, di ba?
Kaya pala bawas na ang tao ngayon.
Ako meron namang mga
Show saan.
kaya eh. Pwede bang maghintay na lang kita, charot. Or kausapin natin si Kumari. Yun nga, yun yung sinasabi ko, paano ay, sorry po.
Wala akong masakit tao. natin na pala.
Natin.
Ano na?
Sabi sa iyo eh, dyan eh.
Highlight something that you've learned. Our topic this morning is a freelancer's question. What's next? Finding projects in online platforms. So who would like to kick off our Q&A by asking the first question? Okay?
Morning, my name is Eva May de la Rosa from the ICT. Morning, everyone. As to our topic, what's next? Finding projects in online platforms. Can you please tell us what are these online platforms? I know for 51 Talk we have it already, but for others, what are the online platforms that the people here or those who are watching can visit and try to apply to gain online job? Thank you.
So there are multiple online platforms. In fact, there are over 100 online platforms where you can get jobs. And the ones that we focus on in our communities mostly are the biggest ones. Number one is Upwork. That's currently the biggest online platform. There's freelancer.com. There's Hubstaff Talent. There is onlinejobs.ph. There's guru.com. I'll focus on those. I can go on and on. There literally are, if you do a Google search, there are more than 100 platforms that you can find. But those are 5 of the biggest. Most of our members find a lot of success in those platforms. There are also success in other platforms, but those are the biggest ones. Upwork, onlinejobs.ph, freelancer.com, Hubstaff Talent, guru.com.
Yeah. So just to add, there are 3 different ways on where you can find your online job. First is yung na-mention niya, which is the job matching ng mga platforms. Second is in social media, and that includes yung pinag-usapan kahapon, which is LinkedIn, and then Facebook groups. However, you just have to be careful sa mga pag-join sa Facebook groups kasi ang daming scam. No, so that's one, job matching, and then the social media platforms. And another one is that yung mga agencies, including companies like 51 Talk, no? So, and also referral. So for example, you have a friend who's already working from home and then may hiring sila. Pwede kang i-refer ng friend mo, however, dadaan ka pa rin sa process. And good news, no? Kasi this job matching platforms and Facebook groups, medyo for the mom, sobrang crowded na siya. And then, yung iba't ibang platforms kasi, iba-iba yung ano nila. We still recommend them kasi we don't have a choice. Actually, onlinejobs.ph, it caters to Filipinos. However, it's owned by a foreign na owner, right? So there's no, I'm not sure if there's a platform na for local. Maybe hindi pa ganun kilala. Pero yung mga malalaking players, wala tayo. That is the reason why I'm doing my best to create our own platform in Filipino home-based moms, not just a job matching platform, but also this will provide opportunities for tech and non-techy moms. No, so we really hope we could launch it by next year na, kasi the demand for the jobs is high, and then the moms inside our community is fast growing.
Just to add to what MP and Jason said, if you ask foreign clients, especially the clients that I work with, yung parang narinig ko talaga lately, onlinejobs.ph. First, because they really prefer Pinoys over other nationalities. So I do digital marketing. So naturally, Pinoys are very good in English versus like India more on IT, diba? So Pinoys, since magaling mag-English, so like they can do social media posts and writing, and that's why yung trend din sa US na yung small businesses are really growing, and small businesses, since they don't have the budget of bigger companies, they look to outsource. And yung talagang first na pinupunta nila, ang Philippines. And that's why with onlinejobs.ph versus, I'm not putting other, ito lang talaga yung totoo that I hear from clients. So, comparing the Upwork, where you compete with other nationalities, mahirap sa Pinoy makakuha ng job. But with onlinejobs.ph, even if it's owned by an American, it's purely for Pinoys. So, if you want to start, I would suggest onlinejobs.ph kasi dun nga pupunta yung mga clients ngayon.
So what I can offer you some insights on how to look for a platform. Our role kasi is to innovate everything. Whether you're a freelancer, you're seeking a full-time job, you're looking for opportunity, correct? You want to be partnered with an opportunity, you want to be matched. But the key here is when you're looking for a platform, the number one thing you have to look for is engagement. Because once you go to a platform, you apply for a certain freelance work or a certain job, they want you to respond to them, correct? The fastest time. If it doesn't do that, don't. Because you may be applying for an opportunity for 2 months and you found out it's not for you, you wasted 2 months. So response and engagement is very important. Because the key here is we also encourage our partners, we tell them you have the accountability and the responsibility to respond and make sure you answer each and every one that sends you a message. And we count those, we actually do a business review with them. Because the way we want this is we want job seekers instead of you seeking that, we want the opportunities, whether it's for freelance or regular work, to go to you. We change it. That's why a platform has to be an open system. That's the other thing. Aside from being highly engaging and highly responsive, it has to be an open system, meaning when I apply for a certain opportunity, I don't keep it there. The platform has to have the ability to bring it out to different channels. So it creates more distributions and impressions for others looking for similar opportunities. You may want it to be synergized with the LinkedIn, social media, Indeed, and other platforms. So the more you see it, the more you're attracted. Because the number one problem also of those seeking talent is attraction and finding the source. But your problem for those who are seeking is finding them. So find a platform that can put you together. Those are the insights I'd like to give you.
Okay, thank you very much. And we also have a question here. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Jenny Fronda of Pay Staff. I just would like to ask our panelists, ano yung sa tingin niyo yung pinaka-in-demand na jobs, na online job?
Teaching. Pinaka-in-demand. Actually, because I'm just a single platform, we are really the 5-1 Talk. If you know you want to teach, just go straight to 51talk.ph. That's it. Because the training is provided, it's all free and guaranteed by students. You know, we have a lot of more than 250,000 students wants to learn. So and then we are on our way in a journey for 100,000 teachers in the next 5 years. So the demand is there. We haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg of the China market. So it's a very in-demand job. It's secure, and 51 Talk being NYSE listed, it's here for the long haul. Now, merong mga wannabes, they pretend that they are also like us, but you check also the background and the stability of the platform. So, that's, for me, online English teaching is the most in-demand job.
So based on the numbers that we've seen from the platforms, the number one category of in-demand jobs is when you say technical jobs. Tech-related jobs, technology jobs. So we're talking about AI, we're talking about Angular, Java, Node, those very technical terms and tech-related jobs. That's the biggest market right now for online jobs. However, we don't focus on that in any of our communities. And the reason why we don't focus on it is it's a lot more difficult to get to learn those kinds of skills and get those kinds of jobs. That's the reality. And a lot of us are not equipped to be able to take them on as we are, right? Like even creating websites, those can be categorized as online marketing jobs. Websites such as Shopify websites, WordPress websites, doing things such as search engine optimization, content development, content marketing, and we teach some of our courses in those areas because that's the biggest market that a lot of Filipinos are comfortable with. You know, we're good in English, we're good in communication, and we understand the market really well. So we focus on that. And then the third biggest category is what I'd say are more of the admin-related jobs. And these are small and medium businesses. They need admin support, especially when a small business starts. It's just one person. And then when they start growing, when they start getting orders, when they start getting customers, they get overwhelmed with the amount of work that needs to get done. So they outsource some of the admin tasks. These are admin tasks such as doing research, checking email, maintaining websites, doing their social media for the business owner. And those, the second and the third biggest category, are what we focus on currently in the communities.
So there are two types of online jobs. First is non-voice jobs and then the voice jobs. So for the voice jobs po, ang pinaka in demand is really online teaching, no? Why? Kasi even moms na stay at home, no, even if hindi sila graduate or hindi sila professional teachers, they can teach online. That's why marami rin sa Filipino home-based moms who are happy 5-1 talkers, no? So, aside from online teaching, another voice job is calls, which is similar with the BPO industry right now. So, yung mga call centers sa office, no, pag lumipat sila, let's say they resign from their BPO companies, when they transferred to online naman na mga platform, it's the same. So, that is the reason why sobrang daming mga call center agents ang nagta-transition sa online job, no? But merong hindi tamang mindset yung mga Pinoy right now na kapag call center ka, ikaw lang yung makakapasok sa online job. So yun yung maling idea ng maraming Pinoy, no? So aside from online, aside from voice jobs, no, sobrang daming demand for non-voice. And also, I promote non-voice jobs talaga sa mga moms, especially sa mga parents, lalo na pag may mga toddlers. Kasi ang hirap po mag-work, lalo na, for example, kung may mga 5-1 talkers na mga online teachers na mom, what they will do is, ima-mindset nila yung mga anak nila para, anak, huwag ka dadaan sa background, huwag ka maingay, kasi bawal po yun sa online teaching. No? So, aside, so yung mga common na job sa non-voice is that, number 1 is virtual assistants. Virtual assistants po, if you're not familiar with it, it's the same having an online secretary. So, tama po yung sabi ni Sir Jason na siya yung mag-manage ng email, ng files mo, even your social media account, lahat, pati booking mo, ng flights, so, lahat ng may kinalaman sa personal mo, pwede kasing executive BA eh. And then, lahat ng may kinalaman sa business. Ang hindi na lang magagawa ng virtual assistant mo, ipagtimpla ka ng kape. No? So, yan na lang yung hindi niya magagawa, pero lahat kaya niyang gawin. Virtual assistant, and then there's also social media manager, which is sobrang in demand ngayon. Kasi halos lahat ng mga business owners ngayon, inside and outside the Philippines, ay nagpupush na magkaroon sila ng online presence. So aside from their website, ang number 1 na mas madaling gawin for them is to set up their social media accounts. At yung pinaka-last ko na siguro is data entry. Data entry or similar with data encoding, no? Kasi it's easy to do. No? So kahit hindi mo kailangan ng mga mabibigat na technical skills, you can start working from home.
Well, some I presented, but let me add some more. No? In the partners that we have in business, the strongest 2 verticals we have is always IT related. And second is media and creatives. Okay? So IT related, we're getting a lot, both for those wanting regular employment here and abroad, and also for online projects. In fact, if there are a lot of academics here, I'd like to encourage you to develop more data scientists because we're really in the infancy stage compared to other countries. It's good and it's encouraging because we're getting a lot of partners that are foreigners, French, graduate from Harvard, MIT, or Berkeley. They come here, they start their own data science school, taking in students for them to develop data science and to ramp it up and scale it up because there's so much demand. The others are, I agree with some panelists, the creatives, media. We are partners with media groups now, and you'll be surprised on how many SEO, digital marketers, Facebook developers that they need. Sometimes we can no longer supply. But then again, we need more and we need to develop further because we're really getting a lot of competitions. So if there's two things you want to look at, that's IT and creative media. That's the two categories. Okay.
Thank you very much. We have our last question here at the back. And then after we request Jason, MK, and Mr. Eduardo to be the one to answer this question since Ms. Jennifer and Marvin will also proceed to the next panel. Here you go.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Claire from the SED. Actually, I'm a member of LEAP, I'm a member of FHM, and I'm a 5-1 top teacher. Just kidding. Yes. So aside from training, certification, and networking, which what we are doing, can you suggest like personal tips on or tips you can share, suggest for freelancers who want to move forward or upskill?
For freelancers that want to upskill, so if we're assuming that the freelancers are already starting work online, okay, this is a specific scenario. They're starting work online, but they're stuck. They're stuck in like the survey that I mentioned earlier, earning 25,000 and below, and they want to upskill. They want to earn more. Well, the primary thing that we see a lot, and we've dealt with thousands of students, so. What we see a lot of, probably the biggest area for improvement is in soft skills. Because no matter what skill you have, if you're a content writer, if you're a virtual assistant, if you're a Java developer, if you're a Facebook ad marketing expert, if you don't know how to sell your product, which is yourself, then you won't be paid well. And that brings us to the mindset that as freelancers, we have to think as business owners. We can't think of ourselves as employees. We are business owners, and the business is ourselves, our services, the services we offer to our clients. And we have to learn how to sell ourselves better. Just like we see these ads on TV, on radio, we see all this marketing being done for different products. We have to be able to learn how to do something similar for our services, and that's when we talk about soft skills, communication, when it comes to selling ourselves, being able to, one of the biggest things that we see lacking, is even in experienced freelancers, is showing proof. What you have to understand is that when somebody posts a job, let's say on these online platforms, oftentimes there are 20, 50 people applying. And the business owner is not going to look at every single application. It takes way too much time for them. They're hiring somebody because they want to save time. So what they're going to do is probably going to look at the first sentence, probably going to look at the job title, and they're going to look for proof. Proof that you can do the job. And you're not just like the other 40 candidates who are applying and saying, you know, I will do what you want me to do for you, sir. You know, tell me what to do, I will do it. Because me as an employer, I hire people for different tasks. I see that a lot, you know. Oh yes, you said this, oh I can do that. And that doesn't tell me anything. So if they can learn how to market themselves and learn how to, and the most basic thing is showing proof, showing a portfolio. And if they don't have a portfolio, they don't have past experience, then they can create their own experience. For example, for websites, they create sample websites. It doesn't need to be for actual businesses. They create, because they know how to create websites, they create demo websites, sample websites that they can show. So being able, that's the biggest thing, being able to tell yourself, develop your soft skills. If you can, the second level of soft skills is selling yourself in interviews.
So, for me, no, kasi nagsasurvey ako sa FH Moms, there are two barriers na nakikita ko na pumipigil sa mga Pinoy para magkaroon ng online job. Number one is the emotional barriers. If you know moms who are kakapanganak pa lang, no, they are forced na maghanap ng trabaho. And na-experience ko din siya. And if you know, bilang kakapanganak pa lang, hindi healthy na magtrabaho agad kasi meron tayong tinatawag na postpartum depression, no? And it's not safe for the mom and the newborn, no? So, itong emotional barrier na to, hindi lang rin to nag-limit sa postpartum depression, but also nagko-contribute din yung factors na yung marital, tama ba, yung paglik sa marriage, pag halimbawa yung asawa nila hindi supportive, they think na hindi kakayanin ng isang mom or kung sino mang family member mag-work from home kasi dapat nasa bahay lang sila, nag-aalaga ng mga bata, and they feel na hindi kaya ng mga asawa nila kasi hindi graduate. No? So, sobrang daming factors ang pwedeng mag-bombard sa isang unemployed na tao. No? Sobrang daming pressure and yung fear na ma-scam. So, sobrang dami talaga. So, ang nakikita ko talaga is yung pinaka-main na problem ng mga Pinoy right now is the confidence, no, na makapaghanap ng trabaho kasi ang daming nagdadrag sa kanila ng mga family members nila or even kapwa Pinoy nila and sometimes the employers. Hindi rin kasi lahat ng employers gugustuhin mag-hire ng, let's say, mom na merong newborn kasi hindi 100% na makakapag-focus, sabi nila, no? Pero that's not the case. The moms can do it, no? Second barrier na nakikita ko is that the lack of technical skills, the soft skills, no, and the lack of experience. Sabi nga nila sa Facebook, di ba, wala ka ng experience, hahanapan ka ba ng experience? No? So, paano ka makakuha ng online job, right? So, what I do, no, I teach the moms kung paano nila ma-optimize yung profile nila, ma-brand yung sarili na, paano nila mabibida yung sarili na or masasell yung sarili na kahit wala silang experience. No? Kasi kapag nalaman nila yon na, uy, kahit pala undergrad ako, kahit pala hindi ako ganun kagaling sa mga technical skills, as long as alam ko yung basic skills, no, kaya ko rin makipagsabayan dun sa mga ibang working from home na. No? So, that's it for me po.
Okay, let me give you 3 things. No? Basically, kasi if you want an online job, it's really the earning that you want, correct? Let's say you're a single mom, you have 2 sons or how many children, and you have to feed them. The first key that you need to know are what are the industries out there that are growing. Kasi the greatest way that you'll have is you work on something to upgrade your skill, pero hindi much ng industry getting online, in-demand, project, or home-based, right? Alamin niyo muna, which are the industries out there which are the ones paying well and demanding for so much supply of online jobs. That's the first one. The second thing you have to know now, since you know the industry, is look at where your skills now. If it's IT, for example, because a lot of our data talaga is gearing toward creative media and IT, you'll be surprised. There are a lot, if you're in this level, there are certain demands because the programming language and the learning are similar. They can jump from one job to the next and earn so much. So you need to have a match between the industry that's growing and within your skill.
Third, looking at sourcing conference.